All right, guys, welcome back to what seems to be the end of the backend setup for Fintech. And in this episode, we are going to be listing out our services. So here is card service, which we can have a card service post and create. However, for the list flow, it's going to most likely be a request under the service itself. So without any further ado, let's go back into our code to actually implement this. So we come back to the service itself. So we already have everything we need to achieve the list. All we have to do is implement it from here. So first thing first, we want to get all this information or necessary. It doesn't mean. I think the only thing we need to do here is just get the active user, which is from the email. Yeah, that's all we have to do. So now that we have our email, let's set up the flow we want to achieve. So like I said, we can have multiple services, and card service is just one of them. And here we are trying to list out on our services. So we are going to perform this within a goroutine to kind of get services, then associate their title or type as the service type. That way, for our lists, we are going to have the type as well as the data itself. The data is going to be an array of whatever information we have in that service. So let's proceed to getting this. So here we can have var w group, and it's going to be sync.with group. Then we're also going to need our mutest here. So var mutis, so sync mutest. So here I'm going to have the services, and it's going to be an interface because we are not certain of what the structure for each service is going to be. Then also we're going to have array of errors. So in case we have error getting a specific service, then we can also output that. So they are kind of detached. They are not intertwined by each other. So now we want to look through our services. So it would be for key value. So for key, and the service control, the key itself is the type, which we also want to register and associate the data with. Then we want to go through the range of services. So here we're going to have wg.add1. Again, that's coming up. So let me close this for now before doing anything else. So I'm going to have goFund. So this is going to take in the key, and it's going to take in the service control. And then we can call the function with those information. So the key and the service control. Then again, we're going to have the var done just to show that we are done. Then here we're going to have the results. So results or error, service control get service. So you can confirm that from here. So we are expecting an interface or an error. So that's why we are able to determine that we are expecting an error here. So yeah, we converted the email to string. So if error is not nil, so if error exists, then we are going to lock it. We are going to lock the error so that we can append our value and unlock it later, then we can return. However, if we escape this check and we came here, we are going to lock the service, and here we're going to define the new structure. And here's the new structure. We have the type to be key, and we have the data to be results. And finally, we can have weight group.weights. And here we can check if we have error. So if length of error is greater than 0, then we want to have an internal server error. Then we have this could not fetch services. Actually, let's not use could not fetch services. Let's provide the error lists. All right, so now we set back the error list. That way we know why we are unable to get the services. Then finally, we can return the services itself. So here we have cts.json into HTTP status OK, and here we just return the services. So from the look of things, you can tell that Copilot really did help me. But yeah, that's going to be influential if you know what you're doing. So you need to know what you're doing first, because sometimes from what we've seen, Copilot can also trick you, can lead you astray. So we have defined the list flow, and yep, we have this as gets. Let's confirm that the server is running. It is. So let's test if we are able to get our services. So here I'm going to add a new request, lists, list services. Let's put in list services. And in here, we're going to have the service, and this is going to be lists. So this requires authorization. So yeah, you're not authorized. So we have to send authorization, BRI token and token. And that's all you have to specify. Then you put it and you get your services. So it's an array of objects where you get to see all your services within it. So the type here is card generation service, and here are your info. And there you have it, guys. This is our backend setup for Fintech. If you've enjoyed it so far, I would recommend you subscribe to the channel because Now we can proceed to setting up the front end using all we've done on our back end. Again, if you enjoyed the video, try to leave a thumbs up and drop a comment either praising us or querying us. Hopefully we don't get the later. Yeah, thank you guys. I enjoyed creating this and see you in the next one. Bye for now.